Early morning one here today. It's Tuesday, the 11th. I'm heading for a bus. It's going to take me to a little place called St. Elm, where I'm going to get a ferry over to Sad Dragonair Island, Mallorca's last unspoiled wilderness nature reserve. So yeah, running for a bus here. In St. Elm here in the beautiful Sad Dragonair. Well, welcome to the channel. As I said earlier on, it's Tuesday, the 11th. Eclipse is tomorrow. I'm just waiting for my ferry here over to the beautiful looking Dragonair, Sad Dragonair Island. I'm going to spend 2 or 3 hours over there, just hiking and stuff. There's nothing on it, no shops, no water, so it's bring everything with you. So yeah, lovely. Warm again here today. There was a bit of rain last night, so it's pretty humid. Only going to get hotter as the day goes on. I had toyed around with the idea of coming up to watch the eclipse from here, but obviously so does everybody else. And the island itself closes at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the day, unless you're going to sneak and stay in camp overnight. Just not going to happen, you know. Well, you can see maybe why it's called Sad Dragonair from here. It just looks like a big dragon sitting in the water. There's also a lot of lizards and wildlife over on it. So it's a wildlife reserve. Ferry is about 15 minutes. I won't film the whole thing. The sunset's actually behind the island. You need to be in the mountains up behind it to get the sunset. So I'm going to check that out later on. In the distance is the place that I'm going to go to later on called La Trapa. It's an old enclave, and that's where I've seen some great sunset photographs. It's like a 4-kilometre hike up out of the village.
Paga tu padre.
We're just off the ferry here in Sad Dragonair, so I'm going to take maybe one of the shorter hikes. I haven't got time for the longer one. It's too hot anyway. But this is just beautiful. I don't know why everybody's bringing phones and tablets and cameras to places like this, but that mountain looks like it's about maybe 250, 300 meters. Just not going to happen. Maybe some other time.
No, tú vale. Un fotógrafo.
So far between lizards, ferry boat crossings, the train yesterday was cool and all, but this, all the cliffs and the sea. lighthouses. This would have been a beautiful place to see the eclipse from. Obviously it's undoable, I'm sure. Maybe if you had millions you could maybe book a private spot to come out to it. Maybe not, I don't know what way something like that would work. Be careful with my foot in here. Like everywhere else, it's pretty treacherous. Oh, lizards as well. This little guy, he's just tiny. They're everywhere. So if you look far down the coast there, see if I can zoom in. That is roughly where I was yesterday in Port de Sierra, around the other side of the farthest headland you can see. So still in the east and west facing part of the island. So this is most north-easterly point of the island. So now I'm turning around and I'm going to go to the other end of the island, just because I'm here. Well, I'd say this is like a front row seat for tomorrow evening, if ever there was one. Obviously you can't be here, but it'd be ideal. The conditions like this, the view straight west-northwest, perfect. For the lizards, it's all about the apple. Yeah, this is the scale model, which is very handy. That's the lighthouse I was at. It's the path I'm off the walk along. That's where I am now, those little red houses where the docks is. And I'm intending, after a little rest, to walk up to the most westerly point. Another lighthouse on the top. Maybe some other time, far too hot today. 250 metres high and an hour and a half to climb, so just no way. When I get back to the main island, I was going to go to Satrapa, but up from St. Elm it is 3.5 kilometres up and back, so 7 kilometres. It's not going to be any cooler, so I just don't think I'm going to do it, because at this stage I've kind of settled on that headland. I might go into Port Andrich later on and see if there's something a little bit more suitable out there that might be a little bit easier done by public transport on the day. But right now, yeah, the heat and the sun is unrelenting. Just stopped to feed lizards again. Well, actually I stopped for a rest and a drink of water and some nuts myself. And lo and behold, it must be just wherever there's benches, they come flying out. So a handful of crushed up cashew nuts, and there was a wrestling match. It's one of the most fun things about the island. I know you're not supposed to feed them, but this poor guy is missing the front leg.
Not one bit camera shy, are you? Just sitting there soaking it all up. Here's your buddy. Just had to stop there in this shade, and there's just a lovely sea breeze is after kicking in there, which is badly needed. I've done maybe 6.5 kilometres, but maybe I also counting about 10,500 steps, but that's until I left the hotel, I suppose. But yeah, sea breeze is welcome. Yes, that is my shoe. That's my finger. I don't think it'll bite me. No, no. It's absolutely crazy. They're all different colours. I assume they're all the same species, but one thing's for sure, they like cashew nuts. It's one of these places that you think it's just around the next corner. There's some view around the next corner, but not necessarily the place you're going to. That over there in the distance is Port Andrich. I think I've maybe another kilometre to get to this other lighthouse up here, and I'm getting within the hour and a quarter limit for getting back to get me ferry at 2:30. Always just around the next corner, but a funny feeling. Yeah, this is it. Thankfully, now that you can see the objective, it's a little bit easier to just keep going and know what sort of time limit you have. Well, at this point, I've kind of decided to turn around and head back. And people might say, "Oh, well, you come this far, it's super hot," and that is still another kilometre walk going uphill. Right in front of us here is one of the places there that if you're up here tomorrow night at 8:30 will be just absolutely perfect. But anyway, I have a 5 kilometre walk back to my ferry, so I have to get on the way. I'm going to take it easy on the way back because some of it's downhill, most of it's uphill. And of course, all too soon it's over. 3 hours just flew in the island here. I went in for a quick swim when I got back down the mountain, so yeah, thankfully I hadn't got the camera running for that one. So next stop back to St. M, go and get some much needed something to eat because I'm starving, and top up in water. So adios Dragonair Island. Perfect place for a midday eclipse, but unfortunately for a sunset eclipse as it closes at 5 o'clock. Headed back to St. Elm. St. Elm's lovely, but the twisty roads and limited bus services up to it means it's just a no-go for tomorrow. I'm going to stick with where I picked on the first day, but I still enjoy coming down and sussing the place out. Time for an Arizona iced tea, cowpit cocktail. Suits you, sir. Well, that's the Dragonair adventure over for the day. Back and just had a lay down. I can see why the Spanish takes siestas over here. I just needed a lay down. I only got 5 hours sleep last night. This evening I'm going to be taking it easy for the rest of the night and most of the day tomorrow. Tomorrow's the main event. Save me energy. I kind of stubbed my toe earlier on in swimming. Sore, but it'll be alright. What I am going to plan to do is just go down to the beach there at 8:30 and see how much of a shadow the mountains are putting down on the beach. I know from the last time I was here that it's probably not going to work out, but just out of curiosity, you know, because I see them having like Eclipse barbecues and stuff out the front of the hotel here, which is on the shoreline, so you never know, but I'm fairly confident I'm going to have to go up the mountains. Anyway, talk to you later.